Thank you for joining Running Shorts Boston Marathon Race Report. I'm joined by Lisa Aponte-Wolff of Summerfield, and she ran today's race in 4 hours and 50 seconds. Lisa, congratulations.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
Tell me how the race went for you.
Well, I have to tell you, it was my first time, so I didn't know what to expect, but it was well organized. It was so fun. I went in with not wanting to race. I wanted to run it and just, suck all the experience and the whole experience of the marathon. So
very good. Boston, not the easiest course. What were the parts of the course that you had to maybe fight through or push us a little bit harder to get through?
Well, it's funny because everybody tells you don't start too fast. And I felt I was going slow, but when I looked at my watch, I'm like, I'm going too fast. So I try to go slower, but I tried completely. I was waiting for the Newton Hills. I'm like mile 16. Okay, here we go. 17. And I have to tell you that last hill, it was crazy. And when you see the sign, you conquered Heartbreak Hill, I started crying. So I'm like, yes. So, at that point, I'm like, yes, I'm good to go now. I feel good. Let's race.
All right. What an incredible experience. And speaking of that, from the weekend or today, from your first time there, what most said Boston Marathon for you?
I think the race is well organized. We saw a lot of elites, all their presentation, their everything they had. We were able to see Perez, Etna, the CISA. We saw John Benoit, Bill Rogers. It was great. So well organized. We heard them talk to the runners. It was well organized. Very nice. Speaking
of those runners, have you heard about the women's finish today?
No, I'm dying to figure out what happened. I know Perez won, and I wanted to know what happened to Molly. I heard she did not finish. And I think Nell was number 10, Nell Rojas. So I was happy about that. So
lots of lead changes in the final couple of miles. It was a very, very thrilling racing.
Oh my God. And I don't know who won from the men. I don't know what were the top 10. So I haven't looked, but I'm dying to see the race.
All right. Very good. Describe for me in your first time making the right-hand turn onto Hereford and then left onto Boylston to come to the finish line. What was that experience like for you today?
I have to tell you, I was looking at my watch. I was like, okay, can I break 4? So I was like, oh, let's see. But when you turn on Hereford, I think it is, I was so tired. I was like, you know what, forget it. Let's just do it. And then all of a sudden you hear the crowd. I was like, okay, let's do this. And you turn and you see Boylston in the end. I started tearing. It was so emotional, but it was a great experience. It was fun.
How are you planning to celebrate?
Well, we are going to the 27-mile party. I think that one is at Fenway. So I'm taking my family and 2 of my friends that came over. So we're going to meet and enjoy it, see what this 27-mile party is all about.
All right. That sounds good. Lisa, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. Congratulations on your first Boston Marathon, and thanks for the time.
Thank you. You're most welcome. Thank you.
Eddie Wooten, runningshorts.org.